What is the TAC and what is their role? Henry Carus of Henry Carus and Associates is here today, and he's going to help us understand these questions and more. So Henry, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure, Cindy.
Well, Henry, what does TAC mean?
It's an acronym, Cindy. It means Transport Accident Commission, and so that's the short version of that name.
And what is the role of the TAC?
The TAC is a government agency created in or about 1987, and it has a number of different roles. The first is, I guess, to be a state insurance agency which has a primary responsibility of providing support for anyone personally injured in a motor vehicle accident, and that's its primary role. It has a number of secondary roles, which includes things like it also provide support and education to the community, try to minimize road traffic accidents. So those are the three major roles that it plays.
Now, Henry, does the TAC operate outside of Victoria?
The TAC does not operate outside of Victoria, but there are events that occur outside of Victoria that sometimes do relate back to TAC because of the nature of how it operates. TAC essentially is the insurance agency for vehicles registered in Victoria. So you get a Victorian registration, a license plate, and there you are. You're covered by the TAC. But vehicles in Australia don't stay within the jurisdictional limit of the TAC, which is Victoria. They travel to other states. They can go to Tasmania, they can go to South Australia, Western Australia. And so that insurance cover that the TAC legislation provides to that vehicle goes with them as they travel to other states. So to some extent, the TAC does cover people outside of Victoria.
Okay, and where is TAC located?
The TAC is actually located in Geelong these days. It's been there for a number of years. It was traditionally in Melbourne itself, the centre of Victoria and the capital of Victoria, but it's been moved to Geelong a few years ago by the Labor government at the time to bring support to the Geelong community.
One final question, Henry. Who funds the TAC?
We do. We being the general community. Anyone who registers a vehicle in Victoria pays for an aspect of their registration a TAC fund contribution. And essentially it is your insurance premium for yourself, but it actually goes into a general fund. And the general fund will cover anyone injured in a motor vehicle accident. So I can be a pedestrian crossing the road, get hit by a car. I'm covered by that same policy that covers all Victorians because the vehicle involved was a TAC registered or a Victorian registered vehicle with that insurance premium. So in other words, we are as a community covering ourselves as a community.
Very interesting. Well, Henry, this has been great information, and thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure, Cindy.
Until next time, this is Cindy Speaker for Victoria Law TV.